that. Talk or go home. Welcome in.
After losing, we're talking to New Mexico State.
We're talking.
Paying them $1.85 million to come whoop your butt.
I'm so glad that
wow.
we get to talk about this.
Wow. why are all the Auburn? Well, I say all. Why is that particular group of Auburn fans ready to jump off the cliff right now? It's year one. Saban lost a game he wasn't supposed to in year one.
Give the man time.
Yes. Auburn fans are always ready to jump off a cliff.
Hey, I've said this from before when they hired him. I was afraid for them to get him when they got Harsin.
Yeah.
I was afraid for them to get Hugh Freeze because
Yeah.
I knew that he was going to come in and do something great. Just give him time.
Yeah, he'll be there.
He'll
have him competing again for the West for sure.
Yeah.
I hope not, but whatever.
Yeah. So, but no.
Well, I do
guys.
because it makes the Iron Bowl great.
It does make the Iron Bowl great.
It's we're back in action. Season
Back in the saddle again.
Season 8 finale.
This is the finale?
This is the finale.
Thanks for the memo.
So, hey guys, this is it for season 8.
You should sound a little more chipper saying that.
Let's be happy.
I am.
Off your one can
honestly, I can't believe we've made it this far.
Yeah, I know.
It's 8 seasons.
I haven't made it that long, but whatever.
Well, yeah, this is your first season. Hey, you made it to the end of the season. Yay!
Hey, that feels pretty
This
good.
is your, whatever season it is for you.
75th.
75th season for Clint. But no, yeah, season finale. Kind of feels weird, to be honest.
It does. It feels.
David's not here.
Yeah, it feels a little naked.
Yeah, but shout out to David. We can't wait for you to come back. Season 9 is coming soon.
Murph.
Oh, Murph dog.
Well, let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, so don't forget you can subscribe to Lens Plus
Couch change.
on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever Lens Plus is offered. Go ahead and check that out. We will be releasing new episodes of After Real, our exclusive Lens Plus only movie review show. Let's go ahead and subscribe for that, as well as access to all of our bonus episodes, more content for you. It's kind of where we let our hair down. Thank you for liking and subscribing and following and rating and reviewing. If you want to rate and review us, rate and review us. If you don't. It helps the show that we appreciate.
What hair? You don't have much.
Who, me?
Yeah. You don't have a lot of hair to let down.
Well, neither do you.
You're right.
Couch change.
He's got, so...
Couch
It's
change.
deceptive. It looks like he has a lot of hair, but when he pulls it back, his hairline is woo.
I have a lot more
running
change in my
from him,
car
baby.
than I do my couch.
Really?
Yeah.
Car change.
Car change.
Cup holder change.
Most people are probably listening to this in their car
Yeah.
I'd hope so. I wouldn't want to listen to it on a bicycle.
or in the living room.
couch.
Yeah. I've listened to it.
Unless
in the
you're-
living room. I've watched it in the living
Yeah,
room.
watch it on YouTube, on
Yeah.
TV. Just pull it
Yeah,
up.
you can watch it too if you're listening to this.
Yeah,
Go watch
YouTube,
it on YouTube. Go watch it
Spotify.
on Spotify.
Yeah, do the old screen mirroring and
I usually watch it on Spotify.
yeah. I do
A lot of
see it.
people have apps nowadays on their TVs, you know.
Yeah.
Just pop that joker right on.
Well, you know, some of the newer TVs now they support the screen mirror from Apple.
I enjoy that
specifically.
too.
So,
It's good.
as an Android user, you enjoy that?
Absolutely.
Okay. I have no idea. I
Straight to
assume
my
it can,
Samsung,
but I don't know.
I could
Okay.
just pop that joker right up there.
Your Bluetooth device has connected successfully. Okay, so the only reason I say that
That's an inside joke.
That's the only.
That's an inside joke. We'll do it on a bonus episode. We'll do it on
I'm
a bonus
not being
episode.
racist. Okay, that's not
Just
my
stop.
intention.
We'll do it on a bonus episode.
That's not my intention. That's not my intention.
All right. So when I first got here today, Nick.
as in
Yeah, not long ago.
15 minutes ago.
Yeah. So when I first arrived, I told Nick that my wife Carrie was cooking dinner tonight. Which is breakfast. So we're having breakfast. But I did tell him that in lieu of biscuits, we are going to have pancakes, and that almost led to a discussion that I immediately walked out of the room on and said, "Come on, we got to go talk about.
we got to
this.
record.
We have to
this.
talk about this right now."
So
I'm out. I'm out on if you ever have to make me choose between biscuits and pancakes, it's biscuits 100 out of 100.
I'm right there
times.
with you.
With or without gravy? Like
Either.
okay.
Yeah, either.
All right.
Either.
All right. So if it has gravy, you still prefer it more than pancakes, or if it doesn't have gravy, you still prefer it more than pancakes.
Yes.
Okay.
So here's the thing: pancakes aren't even the superior or the best version of the thing that they are. Waffles are. So, but I feel like biscuits are the superior thing of what they are. Like they're subsect of breakfast food.
I don't even see how IHOP's still staying hanging on.
Yeah, it should be the international house of waffles, but we have a Waffle House, so I guess that's why it's not. How?
What was the one?
I-ho.
What was the one they tried to do for like 6 months? IHOB.
IHOB, International House of Burgers.
Burgers,
and
yeah.
it blew up.
That
in their
was
face.
terrible.
Yeah, it was way
Stupid
terrible.
idea.
They didn't go that was just a marketing ploy to get people to talk about it and go there, right? I mean,
That's what it was.
They didn't go and rebrand it and change all the signs.
Not technically, no.
Okay.
Yeah. They did it on all their digital
Yeah.
face and stuff.
Right.
So it
But
would-
no physical signs.
yeah, no
It's
physical
original.
signage that I know of.
I got you.
But yeah,
But waffles though.
oh waffles.
I could tear some waffles up.
Now here's why. Let's be specific, or let me be specific, I guess. Pancakes, while they're made of the same basic ingredients as waffles, waffles' inherent composition and structure allows for an added level of edible experience.
I agree.
You can hold syrup, you can hold sugar,
And the butter.
you can hold butter, pancakes, it all just glides off.
Glides off.
And then it all ends up underneath everything. But there's the argument, oh, it soaks it in. Well, not if it's a good crisp golden brown properly cooked pancake, because then the slight crust on the surface prevents a lot of soakage. So I think that
Is that a word?
soakage is probably
I
not.
use it.
4 times now.
So yeah, I'm pro waffle. Waffle all day.
See, I prefer pancakes to waffles.
But
Okay.
I'll eat pancakes.
I'll eat pancakes
I'll
as
eat
well.
waffles too.
But pancakes is inferior to waffles in my opinion.
What's y'all's favorite way of eating pancakes?
traditional butter
Stacked.
and syrup.
Just straight.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody was like, "Hey, you have to add something to your pancake," what would it be?
Probably strawberries, like in the batter,
Like
not
cooking
on
them in
top. Yeah. Yeah. Strawberries or blueberries.
I'll say this. No.
I'll tell you what I did one time, and it was phenomenal. You take, you can buy that cinnamon toast crunch Cinnadust, or just take
Yeah.
sugar and cinnamon,
cinnamon
and mix it
and
together,
yep.
and then mix that into your batter and cook that.
Ooh, dude.
It's phenomenal.
I ain't thought of that.
Oh, it's phenomenal. It is.
So earlier too, Mark asked Nick what it was like to be the skinny guy on the podcast. You keep eating like that, you're not gonna be.
Well, that's just
Yeah, we
'cause
know-
of
we know for
time,
sure.
man.
Exactly.
Like I got here and I'm not behind, but I had to catch up on some grading, and then I had to get ready for plyos, and then
It's plyometrics.
and then it's like every time I get in like a workflow zone,
Yeah.
ring ring ring,
Something
hello, ring ring. I've talked
Don't
to,
answer it.
I've talked to 3 people.
Don't
I've
answer
had
it.
3 separate phone conversations today that lasted over 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Don't answer it.
But I've got to.
No, you don't.
People need me.
I need you.
He wants to feel important, while the rest of us want to escape.
That's part of it.
Importante. Yeah, I'm not as a big of a fan of waffles as I am pancakes.
Okay, but how do you feel about biscuits, though? And,
I love biscuits.
English Europeans, we're not talking about cookies, which is what y'all refer to as biscuits. We're talking about a
For our
southern,
German listeners,
We're talking about a southern, how would you
Buttermilk.
describe a biscuit to somebody that doesn't know what a biscuit is?
Fluffy,
I don't
bready,
know. It's
It's like a
Buttermilk.
mixture between bread and it's not bread. though.
That's
flaky,
not bread.
flaky layers of buttermilk, butter just cold pressed into the layers
Flour.
of flour.
I love making biscuits from scratch.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, it's fun.
and then they're way
I
more
like the dough.
delicious.
they are.
And they're salty.
Oh
If
yeah.
you can make a little salty buttery concoction. Oh man,
It's basically like a
It's like a cat head.
like a scone.
yeah, that
That's
probably.
it's
not as hard, though.
Bread and scone and mix. It's a fluffy scone.
You know
Yeah,
what?
that's
If
how I
you're
would
listening to
describe
this
it.
and you don't know what a biscuit is, just go Google it. For goodness sakes.
That's true.
Come on.
Yeah.
Or just go make it. How about that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
look up a
Look it up.
southern
How about a scone? Like, I'm not a fan of a scone. That thing,
I'm not either.
That thing is like,
dry.
yeah,
Very.
it's like
very.
it's old.
But see, the argument can be made that biscuits are also dry, but I would say that's
make
if
a good
that's,
biscuit.
Yeah, if you make a good biscuit, you can make those.
You
things
can't. You
fluffy
don't
and
usually eat
moist.
scones right out of the oven. You can eat a biscuit right out of the oven,
and it's good too.
and it's very good.
Does your mama make biscuits?
Yeah, Mama has a whole.
Does your mama make biscuits?
Sometimes.
My mama makes biscuits or made biscuits, and
You ever had the old cat head biscuits?
yeah, babe. Ooh.
It's the best ones.
I used to eat that with my grandparents. My granddaddy make them. Cat head, or my grandmama make them. My granddaddy go reach up in the cupboard and pull out some Eagle brand.
Daggum
dude.
straight.
Eagle brand, baby. That's the best freaking.
That's
syrup
a
out
local-
there.
We throw a little
syrup.
honey on there. My goodness.
Okay, I was about to say, this is what I want to do. This is how I ate my biscuits. Cut them in half. Boom, plop it open.
Butter.
Ton of butter off the stick.
Yeah,
not the
stick.
tub.
Yeah,
Not
salted.
what Miss Teresa put up on you. All right, off the stick.
No country crock.
No country crock. That's a reference to another episode.
Hold on, should I call Carrie right now live on air and tell her we need biscuits and not pancakes?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But butter,
Just text her.
then honey, and then Eagle brand syrup.
Okay.
Oh, put that thing back on and let the steam
you gotta let it,
melt the butter, and then
Hi.
Yeah, that's
okay. All
delicious.
right. So heads up. Don't use any foul language.
you're on air.
You're on air. We are live recording right now, and we are actually having a conversation about how biscuits are far superior to pancakes. So,
What is your opinion?
what is your opinion on biscuits versus pancakes?
I would rather have a biscuit.
Booyah.
Well, then why are we not having? Why are we not having
Because
biscuits?
pancakes are easier.
Pancakes are easier.
They are
I'll
easier.
give you that.
I was just trying to change it up a little
Okay.
so that y'all didn't have the same thing that you normally have.
Why change the perfect?
If you would rather have biscuits, I will make you biscuits.
Well,
I think Clint wants pancakes, but I think everybody else
That's
is.
that's not what I said.
Okay.
I said I prefer biscuits to pancakes, but I prefer pancakes to waffles.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of strange to me.
That is strange.
Well, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so we're getting biscuits now.
Whatever you want.
That's what I
Hey,
like to
do you
hear.
have any Eagle brand syrup?
We do actually.
Do we?
We did.
I don't know.
Well, text us back and let me know. If not, we
Okay.
gotta go get some.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
Aw, bye.
Love you, Wilson.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye, Mark. Say tell to Mark.
See ya.
The heck with you, man.
Hey, I'm still the rookie.
So,
I haven't slept on
we're
the
having
trundle
biscuits
yet.
now.
You're getting there. You'll serve your time.
Pretty soon, Wilson's gonna be on the end of the bed.
Next question: sausage or bacon?
Ooh, bacon.
Bacon all day. Burnt.
Bacon. And here's why. Here's why.
I don't know though. Spicy
Ah,
sausage.
I'll take both.
Well, that's not an option. You have to
Spicy
pick
sausage.
one or
That's
the
an
other. You have
I
to-
mean, we're not a waffle.
Why
House.
haven't they made spicy
We're in
bacon?
America. I don't know.
Surely somebody's got spicy bacon.
I've had candied bacon.
Yeah.
Never spicy.
So here's the thing why I prefer bacon to sausage, and it's a purely an old man thing more than anything else.
yeah.
I got heartburn, and it kills my heart. It
The
kills
sausage?
my heartburn, yeah.
probably
And that's
pancakes.
why.
See, but bacon gets me too, but not as bad as
Yeah,
sausage does.
not
but
near as bad.
I'm telling you,
Now it's got to be
good
thick cut.
Ten-
Now I'm not.
Not a sponsor, but Tennessee Pride spicy sausage.
Yeah.
Oh baby.
Now I like sausage, but I do prefer
Oh,
bacon.
Sweetie honey baby. Woo!
But I like sausage with my pancakes. And it's hard to beat a sausage biscuit sometimes. Like
It is.
with the bacon, like if you get it super crispy, like as soon as you put the top of the biscuit on there, it's gonna like crunch and fall apart.
Would you rather have a bacon, egg, and cheese or a chicken biscuit?
Bacon, egg,
Bacon,
cheese.
egg, and cheese all day.
Yeah, I like a chicken biscuit.
Sausage,
but-
egg, and cheese is pretty on point too.
Yeah,
Sausage,
it is.
egg, and cheese
I
is
tell you
better
what
than
I
bacon, egg.
I tell you what I like to have. This has really turned into a fat guy conversation. What I like to have more than
I'm an honorary
anything
fat guy.
is the sausage McGriddle because it's got the pancake as a biscuit. Those are pretty good too.
She's got it.
Nice
Syrup
syrup.
secured.
Nice.
Hopefully we can open the jar. That's the only thing about Eagle brand
Yeah.
syrup. After you've been in it one time, that syrup comes over the lip of the jar when you put the lid back on. It's
You know
hard
how
to
you
get off
get
that
it to
safe.
loosen up?
Hot
A
water.
little hot water.
Yeah,
It's not too bad.
hot water. And a little.
Same way you reanimate honey and get it, some crystallization
secured.
down.
You know. Yeah.
Is that really the name of the
But
episode?
potential. I take notes of potential names of episodes, and that's potential.
There you go.
So let me ask y'all this. It's a derivative rabbit hole of our conversation, but I want to go down it. Do y'all actually, is it a wives' tale that local honey helps with allergies? Or is that,
I think
is there
that's
truth
true.
to
I
that?
think there's
Pretty true.
truth to that.
Do y'all subscribe to that and actually
No.
purposefully go out and get local honey, or you just go to the store and
I
get
have local honey.
You do?
Yeah, well, I have a beehive at my house.
That's right. You have an
Well, that's one Dad put up, before
is
we
it
bought.
apiary? What do you call it?
Is that one for
What?
birds? I don't know.
What is it when you
That's atriary.
A beehive.
I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
one. I mean,
A
there
bee
were
box.
two.
What is
There
a-
were two, but then we had took the other one down.
what is a
because-
bee person called?
A beekeeper.
beekeeper?
Y'all.
He's trying to get scientific on this.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
We're
there's
not
a-
that podcast.
There is
man.
a term. There is a term.
He's
Well,
that
keep
guy.
keep looking.
He's that guy.
Apiculturist. That was what it.
Okay.
Yeah, apiary. I was right. It was an
Oh,
apiary.
look at you go.
Yeah.
Tomatoes on your biscuits and gravy. Yes
No.
or no?
Nope.
Negative.
Ooh, okay.
Nope.
I like a tomato.
I mean, that's fine. You can.
I like
You're from Alabama.
I'm more pro tomato than I've ever been at any other point in my life. But compared to the normal Southerner, I'm pretty anti-tomato.
Tell you a funny tomato story. So when I was a
Attack
kid,
of the Killer Tomatoes.
no, when I was a kid, we were at my grandparents' house, and my dad and brother always used to eat tomato sandwiches. A
Sure.
little mayonnaise,
Yep.
a little salt and pepper,
Salt and pepper.
tomato, and then
And you were anti.
he made me eat like I was big when I was a kid, no tomatoes, and then he made me literally shoved a tomato in my mouth, and I
you've hated
puked
them
all
ever
over
since.
my grandparents' kitchen.
And you've hated them ever since.
No, I eat them,
Oh, okay.
but not. I can't eat just somebody handed me a tomato slice. I can't do it.
I can't either.
I probably could, but I'll eat them on hamburgers.
Sure.
See,
know.
I've within the past 3 to 4 years of my life, I've just gotten to where I like them on my cheeseburgers, hamburgers.
Onions, yes or
But-
no on hamburger?
No.
Yeah,
Grilled or
sometimes.
no.
I guess
No.
it depends on how much and
Yeah, I mean, there's a ratio for sure, but
it doesn't matter even a little bit. It's
something
too
about
much.
a good pungent onion.
No, it just
Pungent.
takes away from
Pungent. Pungent.
It's
I will cast
too-
you to the pungent.
It's too dominating of a flavor.
Okay.
In most things, actually,
know.
I'm
I like a
I'm,
good sweet
Cook 'em a
I'm
little bit.
more
Cook 'em a little bit.
anti-onion than I am anti-tomato.
Okay.
Caramelize them.
No,
That's
ugh.
what. Are you kidding me?
The texture is like
So
I'm
Have
eating
you
like
tasted
raw
that?
flesh.
Oh my gosh,
Cannibal.
Jeez.
Now, here's the thing though. This is the weird thing. Like I guess how most kids are with coffee. Love the smell of them cooking though.
Yeah.
Hate the
Yeah.
taste of them, raw or
I mean,
caramelized. I
like-
can't do
I
it.
like some onion.
Yeah.
Like I see recipes all the time on TikTok or Reels, and there's always like one whole onion, and I'm thinking to myself, if I'm actually gonna make this, I'm gonna cut that down to maybe a quarter of
You just
an
gotta
onion.
cook them good though.
Yeah.
If you leave them too crunchy and too pungent, then
Yeah, I think
it ruins
your
things
your
sometimes.
issue is you're not going to go for the what they call the red onion or the purple onion.
No,
the sweet Vidalia.
Go with the sweet.
I don't like I don't like the taste of it.
That's the best.
I used to
because the yellow's like pungent. Like it's
when I had to
it's
work
rough.
for my
Those are the ones that make
my,
you cry when you peel them.
great aunt and great uncle on Chandler Mountain, and we would go to the farmers market. I had a section of our thing our setup that I was in charge of. So I was in charge of the peppers, the green beans, and the onions. And so I had to know
your
what I was
onions.
selling.
Right.
Yeah. Hated selling the onion. That's where my love for peppers came from.
Okay, I got you.
Was that part of my life. And it's also when I realized I didn't want to be a farmer. So,
Going back to the tomato, I could eat that thing like an apple.
my brother does that, and it grosses me the heck out, man. Like, oh.
Take a bite, clean it real good. Take a bite out of it, and pour the salt into it.
His is take a bite out of it, salt.
Yep.
Take a bite out of it,
Yep.
salt.
The whole time.
What are some other southern dishes that you guys just love?
Fried potato, squash, and onions.
Oh, yes.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
No onions, but the other two, yes.
I like a little squash and zucchini together.
Yeah, Dad was big on that. I'm not big on the zucchini.
Man,
It just
It's
reminds
sort of
me
like
too
a
Not
much.
much
southern
difference.
ratatouille,
No, there's not.
right? Isn't that
In a
what's in
way.
ratatouille?
yeah.
Squash, zucchini.
I thought Ratatouille was
something else?
was a movie.
They put tomato in that.
Maybe. Slice
Succotash?
it up. Succotoa? Math?
Sakatoa?
Socotoa?
Succotash has got lima beans and corn in it.
Okay.
What is succotash? I've never really.
It's
Just that? That's it? That's all
well, I mean,
succotash is?
it's all mixed up. Doesn't it have okra in it too
Maybe.
sometimes?
What's
I guess it depends on
quiche?
how you put it.
Quiche is like,
like-
an egg, like
Yeah,
a
egg and
frittata
cheese.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever had quiche.
yeah.
It's
I think it's
alright.
kind of like
Depends on how you cook it.
Yeah.
I think it's and if I'm getting
need salt.
blasted, that's fine. But I think it's got like a pie crust kind of
Yeah.
thing to it, and it's like egg and cheese and maybe meat in it. It's almost like a frittata though.
I had shawarma for the first time in my life.
goat meat, right?
About a month ago.
Goat intestines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in. I mean, just it's
Is that what it
lamb.
is?
Oh.
Shawarma? Goat intestines?
Shawarma. It's like it's
It's Greek.
really it's more of a delivery system than it is a difference in like how something's cooked or made. Well, I don't know.
Pass on that.
But it was no, I enjoyed it. The first time I ever heard about shawarma was the end credit scene of the
Yeah.
first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a shawarma.
Did
Sounds
make me
like
wanna
you're
have
going to be
it.
shawarming your way to the toilet.
Actually, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
Thank you.
It wasn't bad at all. Schwarming, that's a verb. You're gonna schwarm your way to
Schwarman. Schwarman Schwarzkopf.
Hey, Iraq. So I really do like. I want to go back to the crispy bacon. that's a hot topic, or can be a controversial hot topic.
Yeah, I mean, you see the things all the time on like Facebook or whatever. It's like, okay, here's basically a raw piece of bacon, and here's one that's completely burnt to a crisp, and it's like
There's a spectrum.
There's a spectrum like 1 through 10. Which one's your favorite? And you're always on that 8, 9, 10 side for sure.
Well, what's your? Let's talk about our Waffle House orders. Shout out to Waffle House, not a sponsor, but shout them out anyway. A great Southern
I would in the past.
landmark.
Until the prices went out of the roof.
Yeah, they did.
They came up
Which
out of nowhere.
everybody did. Everybody did too.
But
so.
what's Waffle House order?
Okay, so I've got 3 that are there.
Almost made me cuss.
Yeah. Obviously the All-Star, like that's a go-to. It's got to be scrambled egg more than the fried egg, and hash browns over the grits. My other one is the I say it's a 2-egg breakfast, but I end up adding more eggs to it and then doubling the hash browns. And then my favorite right now is the Texas bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich with the double hash browns, because then you get everything together, and then you got your hash browns.
Is that yours?
I'd co-sign on that exact order.
My go-to
Except for
is
No high five.
Hold on.
Okay.
well,
Except-
you're
you said
adding
except.
yeah
I enjoy grits, so I'll get hash browns and grits.
I'm
Okay.
there.
Over.
and
I'm there.
grits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
And I changed my egg up. It's fried over medium. And then when you're eating it, you let that the yolk drip out a little bit, and
Yeah.
you slop it. You slop it up with the toast.
toast.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I'm right there with you on the All-Star. So my All-Star is
Yeah.
over medium, fried over medium eggs. Obviously toast with grits. And so what I'll do is I'll use my toast to deliver my grits to my mouth, and then as a delivery mechanism, and then whatever
as a vehicle.
and then whatever
Rather
toast
than
I
a
have
spoon.
left over is my mop for the yolk that's ended up on my plate that didn't end up in my mouth. And then it's bacon, burnt bacon.
Why's it got to end up in your mouth? Where else in the world is it gonna go?
Some people
Let
eat
me
with
rub
their
it on my
with their
chest.
butthole.
Helps my chest hairs grow in a little thicker.
Yeah, some people eat with their other orifices.
Okay, all right.
So-
you say so.
Anyway, do you not?
Coffee enemas? No, I'm
That
out.
reminds me of an old South Park episode. It's much healthier to take it in the other way.
Yeah, there was a girl that tried to eat a mason jar one time with her butt.
Dear
So
Lord,
Good
why are
grief.
please?
I'm gonna have to bleep that out.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
my
so
Leave me alone. Beep. This is not a bonus. Hey,
It's
if you
not a
want
bonus,
this kind
man.
of, if you want this
Dang
kind of
it.
episode, go to our bonus episode.
I hope there wasn't
and
any
bacon that's burnt.
I hope there
Sorry.
wasn't any Eagle brand in there. That's a waste of Eagle
It's all
brand, honey.
sticky.
Jeez Louise.
Why is it when you have waffles or pancakes, the syrup gets everywhere?
His face. He
The
look-
syrup gets
It's all over
everywhere.
him. It's all over him.
Like your butthole's not sticky to begin with. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Anyway,
This is going off the rails. This is going
David,
off
we
the
need
rails.
you, man,
Yeah.
to keep us on track. Okay. Yeah. So, biscuits and gravy, though. I don't think we talked enough about biscuits and gravy.
I love biscuits.
Have y'all ever seen a video of like somebody not from the South or not even from the United States trying biscuits and gravy for the first time?
I actually saw a video on that, like British teenagers.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that too. Yeah,
They just
So
like
cool.
trying American foods, and they were just blown away by how good everything was in America.
Well, they were like, ooh, what is like? You see it,
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
like, what is this gruel? What is this concrete
Yeah.
cement-looking thing? And then they eat it, and they're like, oh wow, that's pretty good.
Well,
that's pretty good.
most everybody else has like very bland food anyway,
yeah.
so they don't season it like.
I
we
mean, there's
do.
a reason we're all obese.
Yeah, it's called grease.
Because literally,
It's a lot
what's
more than
gravy
that.
made out of?
It's made out of pork
Grease,
fat.
yeah.
Did you know that humans are like, we're not supposed to intake wheat?
I did know that. I did hear that.
Yeah, we're not, like our bodies don't like it breaks down the lining of our intestines and like
That's
creates,
why everybody in Hollywood has a gluten allergy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I look the way I am.
I know that scientifically, I heard a doctor talking about it, how it goes into your intestines and creates these little cuts, and it just lets larger food particles escape through your intestines, and it just makes you bloat, and it
Really?
can get your body inflamed, and not good for us.
Yeah, it's hard to turn down a sandwich though.
But there's also an issue, like there's some grains out there, other grains that we don't process really well. Corn. We don't process corn really well. What?
This man's
I don't remember eating any corn.
Mike Myers, baby.
You fat B word.
Yeah. But no, corn. We don't process corn really well.
I just think, I don't know, do we not process it, or we just don't chew it up very well?
No, like apparently
Somehow
it's,
it ends up whole again. I don't know.
Apparently, yeah, it's a thing. Like that's why it ends up in our poop the way that it does, because there is no real way for it to break down.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like fiber?
You can
Is there a lot of
you
fiber
can
in
fact
corn? I
you
don't
can
know.
fact check me on that. I think so.
I know that's why people, consume fiber, is because our bodies can't digest it. It just goes straight
baby.
through it.
Flush
Straight through us.
Yeah. Cellulose. Cellulose? I don't know. Anyway. But no, I'm very much pro. So a local thing that I get is I get an inside out breakfast sandwich with 2 sausage patties, a fried egg thing on the patty with cheese on top of that, at a local breakfast meat and 3 joint. And in the inside out describes the bun. So instead of it being on a biscuit, it's on a hamburger bun that's toasted on the griddle in the sausage grease.
Is this the sandwich we had together that time?
Yeah, it is.
And that was an excellent sandwich.
You said it was amazing. That's right. We did have breakfast together that one day
Yeah,
at
we
this
did.
place.
We did.
Yeah.
I've had breakfast with you at the same place too. Thanks for thinking of me.
Well, I think you were at.
You've had breakfast everywhere.
I think you were at work. Because
I was probably at work that day, but you and I have left
Yeah.
football and went to this establishment and had that very same thing.
Yeah, you've tried it, right? I've gotten jalapenos added to this too. Whew, it's a difference maker. Heartburn's
I like
terrible
adding
later,
mayonnaise.
but
Just a little mayonnaise,
Yeah, where y'all at on mayonnaise?
eggs and oil.
Yeah.
Lemon juice.
I'm on the pro mayo train.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pro
I'm down
mayo.
with it.
Lights or
No. It's
Depends
real
on-
easy to go too
depends
much.
on what it is.
I got scarred as a child. I was watching Nickelodeon. I think the show like Guts or something, or
Yeah.
maybe Double Dare. Can't
Yeah.
remember which one it was. Probably Double Dare.
It's probably Double Dare.
Double Dare and Mark Summers. Summers. Anyway, they had a guy on there like the dare was for kids to. They had a bowl of cereal, but instead of milk, it was mayonnaise. And like I remember seeing these kids like just pick up these spoons, just chomping down on this mayonnaise, and I just got sick, dude.
Just looking at it.
Yeah, and for a while, like I would eat mayonnaise, but I just always, and it just reminded myself.
Yeah.
I love mayonnaise, but I like
Not
the
like that.
visual of somebody eating a spoonful of it just makes me want to gag.
Yeah.
So the Duke's mayonnaise bowl the last couple of years, have you seen
Oh,
where the winning
dude.
coach gets doused in mayonnaise?
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, they take like a 5-gallon bucket of mayo and just pour it on the winning coach.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Now I will add extra mayonnaise on like sandwiches and stuff.
Yeah.
because I just think it's delicious on the sandwich. But you
Right.
know what?
Mayonnaise takes a turkey sandwich to the next level.
Yeah,
does.
and
It
ham.
really
I
does.
like a good ham sandwich.
Now, but this is something I figured out when I was in college. Shout out to. What are y'all doing right now?
we're looking at ourselves in the.
Oh, you're pulling a David.
Yeah, we miss you, David.
We do miss you.
It's bright
Shout out
here.
to a good buddy of mine.
Very bright.
But it was suggested to me while making a grilled cheese that I coat both sides of each slice of bread
Oh,
with
I'm game
mayo,
with that.
Yeah.
and then frying it in.
So much better than butter.
It's so much better. It
crisps
it
up.
crisps way better, and it adds a better flavor. to me
Absolutely.
that just works with the grilled cheese. It's amazing.
If you people out there haven't tried it, put a little. You toasting the sandwich up, put a little mayonnaise on the outside of that bread. Toast up. See what you think.
Oh, so
It's
good,
phenomenal.
man. So good. And something I've tried very recently, a tomato on a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Never done
Ooh.
that. Never done that.
Ooh, it adds a little bit of
Tomato-ness?
Acidity.
grilled cheese is so
You're welcome, Carrie.
rich. It's so rich and it's so creamy. The tomato takes that edge off where it's
Yeah.
just not like there's
As
a balance
much.
act going
Yeah.
on there. It's really good.
So
Why are you
while
smiling? Are you thinking about moist? I was
No.
gonna say
No.
it moist.
No.
What were you thinking about?
No.
is there a dirtier clean word in the English language than moist?
Most people hate that word.
That's
Doesn't bother me.
Because of this generation.
right.
They just make it. they
While
make
we're on the
everything
subject of
ridiculous.
mayo,
That's true.
where are y'all at, like, with your tuna? Do y'all eat tuna
Yeah.
fish?
Love tuna.
With mayo or
Yeah,
mustard? Because
mayo.
a lot of people like,
relish. Sweet
What are you talking
relish.
about?
oh,
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah,
I'm out.
tuna with
No.
sweet relish.
Out.
No.
So
I'm out.
good. Oh,
Deal.
yes.
Deal all day.
No.
Like,
Mayonnaise.
if you're going to make it
No.
full blown, like,
No.
do it with the eggs. Like, boil your
No, I'm not
egg.
talking about it. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about tuna fish.
Tuna salad?
Just whatever.
No. Take tuna,
Yeah. Mayo.
a packet of tuna.
Yeah.
Like, assume you're going to buy
Sure.
a packet.
Or can, yes.
Or can, whatever. Sweet relish.
No.
Mix it in.
No.
And then put that joker on a Ritz
Nope.
cracker. Oh,
Nope.
dude.
Nope.
Some of
I'm
the best
out.
lunch you'll ever eat.
Nope.
If you got to eat a quick lunch.
I'm out.
High
I'm
protein.
out on sweet pickles. I'm out. I'm no.
No.
It's not
no.
happening.
Sweet relish is awesome.
No.
Dude.
Well,
Yes.
We have a problem in America.
Sweet relish is
'Cause
actually
guys that are a little overweight and dudes that haven't eaten but a can of Vienna sausage all day will spend 35, 40 minutes talking about food on a podcast.
What's wrong with that?
it's just making us all hungry.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah, but I'm out on sweet pickles. Heck no.
You don't like sweet gherkins?
Heck no.
Yeah, I don't
Deal.
like sweet pickles.
Yeah, deal all the way.
See,
I'll tell you one that I hate probably worse than the sweet is the sour pickles. You ever got the sour pickles?
Yeah, I'm not.
They're
I'm
not good.
down.
I don't like them.
I don't like bread and butter pickles, but I'll do dill
That's a
all
sweet
day.
pickle to me.
I'll do dill all day.
I'm all about some dill.
But now I like sweet pickles.
No.
But okay, so for me it's dill, sweet, and then whatever else I'm not gonna touch.
They have
Dill
all
and sweet
kinds
are the
of,
only
they
two I'll
do
eat.
all kinds of variations of pickles nowadays. There's
Now,
companies out there.
Wickles Pickles not a sponsor. You should be though.
They're local, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're local, Southern Alabama,
Yeah.
like green.
Are they normal
Greensboro or
pickles?
whatever. They're spicy pickles.
Spicy.
They got a little bite to them. They're like dill. Well, they've got a bunch of different
I think
flavors.
it's got garlic
I was
in it.
saying that to say that like there's companies out there nowadays that make like
Let me look it up.
flavored pickles. Like they'll put them in a pouch and you
Yeah.
can get them shipped
Yeah.
to you where they're like Kool-Aid.
Now, I will say my mom used to make homemade red pickles, and
Really?
they were cinnamon.
Oh,
Cinnamon pickles?
Yes, they were
Dude.
excellent. That's like the only like sweet pickle. And she put like red hots. It's like red hots, and she'd
Yeah.
boil them to where they would break down, and
Yeah.
then put cinnamon with it, and
Interesting.
put your cucumbers in with it, I guess.
Okay, so wow, Wickles Pickles is all let's look at some of their products that they have on their website. They've got Wickles Original Pickle, which is
A pickle.
it's a dill pickle, but it's got some jalapeno.
It's a
There's some
freaking
spice
pickle.
to it. They've got hula pickles.
Pickled okra.
Pineapple?
Pickled okra.
Yeah, they've got.
Never eaten.
They have pickled
Really?
garlic. What?
It's pretty good. I used to not be a big fan of it, but it's
They've
pretty
got
good.
spicy pickle relish.
You just like pickled things.
I like pickled things.
Pickled okra, dirty dill cocktail how do you say that?
Easy now.
Cornichons?
Easy now.
Cornichons?
We wouldn't know. We're not looking at it.
They have baby dills. They have spears. They have wow, they got a lot of crap going on right here. Dude, they have salsa. Yep. What are y'all doing?
Oh, sorry. You put us to sleep with your pickle talk. If you happen to be watching it, we actually took a quick nap on our mics.
Hey, you have to help end
And
the
he's out.
episode. You can't do that.
And he's out and he's giving gestures behind the camera. Unholy.
I just love talking about food so much. I really do.
That's because you're hungry.
Yeah.
I am.
If I had only eaten a can of Vienna sausages throughout the day, I'd be hungry too.
Let me say this.
How does that happen?
Let me ask this question because this is when this comes out,
I know
it will
how
be
it
the
Be after Thanksgiving.
the week after Thanksgiving,
or the week of Thanksgiving.
maybe the week of or the week after. I don't know.
Somewhere in there.
Is dressing a casserole or is dressing its own thing?
Dressing's its own thing.
Well,
See, that's what I
yeah.
said.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it could be. It's its own thing.
I say it's its own thing, but
Yeah.
because we were talking the other day,
Because then you just call it turkey casserole.
yeah.
yeah, we were talking the other day about what the best. Speaking of that, what the best kind of casserole was in class.
Hold on.
Squash.
I don't want to move off this too quick. Is it stuffing or dressing?
Oh, it's dressing.
Dressing.
Thank you.
You know, I think
Yeah,
we're
we're not
Dad blast
Yankees.
the Yankees.
We're not
Thank
Yankees.
you.
I think we're in the minority. I think people only call it dressing in the Southeast.
Yeah.
I think in the other,
The stovetop had to
of
come
the
along and
country.
make their variation of it.
We
And all of
got-
a sudden, people started calling it stuffing.
Yeah.
Come on,
it's,
man.
It's,
Get outta here.
it's
Apparently they
dressing.
stuff the turkey with it. I've never seen
Yeah,
that. I don't.
Yeah, but see, we call it dressing because we dressed the turkey around the turkey with it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Oddly enough, in a casserole dish.
yeah,
Because we don't call it a dressing dish, I guess.
chicken casserole was my
Yeah.
that's my go-to casserole.
It's my all-time favorite.
God, chicken casserole. is so
Buttery Ritz crackers on top, some
Dude.
cream of chicken, cream of
good.
mushroom,
And it's so
maybe.
creamy, and it's
Yeah.
just like, but you get the crunch from the crackers.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
With cheese or without? I
Never
go
had
without.
it. I've never
What?
had it with
With cheese?
What?
Well, some people throw cheese on there. I don't.
On the top?
Or inside.
In the dish?
Only two places you can put it. On the top or inside.
No, not true. Not true.
That's on the top or inside?
Oh, not a bonus episode. Not a bonus episode. Not a bonus episode.
Oh, cheese it up. No, don't put cheese on your chicken casserole. Spare yourself.
Don't put cheese on your chicken casserole. That's a shirt.
Did you really just possibly name this episode on top or inside question mark?
On the yeah. Well, I mean, he said it. He said it.
I'm talking about
Look.
cheese. I don't have a dirty mind like you, sir.
It's a potential name. It's not the name. It's a potential name.
Oh,
What?
God, hey, seriously though, we've got Thanksgiving coming around the corner for us at the time of this recording next week. I do want to say real quick before we get into recommendations and closing out the episode that I'm thankful for you guys.
It's been a good season.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a
precious.
better group of men to do this with. So I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, Mark, I'm thankful for you.
Well, I'm thankful for y'all. It's a good group.
I appreciate you, Mark.
Yeah, I appreciate you. You know, if it weren't for you,
And the
sitting
fans.
here right now,
Yeah, and the fans.
sitting here on a Sunday afternoon with my buzz, just
I appreciate
yakking it up.
I appreciate you, Mark.
Yeah.
You're appreciated. I'm just kidding. You know I appreciate you too.
Yeah,
man.
whatever.
And trundles.
No, seriously, I'm going to echo that same sentiment.
David, you're in there too. Like I know I
I,
talked about these
yeah.
guys, but that's kind of a given with you, buddy.
We have fun doing this, and whether anybody listens or not, we're still going to do this just because I think it's
Absolutely.
cathartic and it's good for us.
Well, I mean, we got
So-
people in Germany that listen, so there's
We do. And I checked the analytics the other day. They're still listening,
listening.
man. Like it's like a consistent listen.
Are these American that live in Germany?
I don't know if they're
Germany
Germans
or-
that are listening. Then wow.
yeah, culture shock.
Wow.
There's probably just some people who just
Just came across the show and were like,
maybe
"Well, listen
maybe
to
they
this."
transported over. Maybe they're in a military base or something. They're
Yeah,
from
that
here.
could happen.
Maybe probably. And they just
Or they could just be straight
Hessians. Hessians.
the Deutsch people.
Deutschland.
Yeah, that.
Mighty fine weather we're having now.
Yeah. No, I'm thankful for a lot. I have a lot to be thankful for this year. So if I started naming everything I was thankful for, we'd be here for another
Even
2
that
hours.
jacket.
Yes, I experienced a lot.
I know.
In this
I know.
jacket.
I get it.
There's a lot of sentiment
gave-
woven into this.
I gave 90% of my Bama stuff away.
Why would you
Like,
ever do
really?
that?
Well, I don't know. Looking back, I mean, I kind of wish I still had a lot of it, but
I keep most of the stuff I've kept of my Auburn stuff. I've kept because of
I don't have any of my Gadsden State stuff.
what I experienced in that.
well, for other reasons, right?
Oh, that too.
But yeah.
I still have some of my Asheville stuff. As a matter of fact, when you saw my wife the other day, she had on my old Asheville hoodie.
It was so cool. I looked
With
at it and
the-
I said,
with the
"Oh,
hood
that's
cut off.
awesome." Yeah, you cut the hood off, and so it looked like this jagged, like claw mark.
Yeah, the big
Neck.
neck ring.
Yeah.
Hey, still going
Hold on.
strong.
Which
Asheville
one was
football.
it?
The green Asheville
Russell?
football
Yeah.
Hoodie.
with a football with a number 63 in the
Okay.
middle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
Well,
had the little Russell
yeah.
tag on the
Yeah.
thing. Good old Russell, man.
Green?
I love Russell.
Green.
Kelly
Kelly
Green.
Green.
That would have been from
90,
99.
97, 98.
Yeah, 97, 98.
Probably 98.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've still got mine floating around somewhere. I think it's in a box.
Or 99. It could have been 98. Yeah, 98.
Yeah. So let's get into recommendations.
All right.
I have a feeling this is going to be a long conversation. Go ahead, Clint,
I don't
start
think it's
us
going to be very long. My recommendation, so we haven't been super busy at work, so I find myself just kind of looking for things to listen to in the background. Well, one of the things on YouTube that I went across was some of those. Have you ever seen those satisfying videos on YouTube?
Yeah.
It's like how things are made, like manufacturing stuff or things like that. How things are forged, and just you got these people out there. They got this big, huge thing of metal, and they get it piping red hot, and they put a press on it and forge, domes and whatever out of it. So those satisfying videos on YouTube.
Like when
I
I'm
like
watching
those.
like a manufacturer make like I don't know, like ice cream
Yeah.
sandwiches or something.
Yeah.
And
it's
the
just
ice
like it's
cream,
the
like,
same
perfectly
thing every
comes
time.
out.
It comes out perfect every time. I watched one where a guy, of all things, had a bucket, like a 5-gallon bucket of grease.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there. He's got it between his legs, and he pulls a little lever, and all this grease comes out, and just like bloop, 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 bloop. I'm just sitting there watching grease come out. I'm like, man, that's kind of satisfying.
I've sat on a TikTok live and watched people like that make whipped honey. Like,
Yeah.
they have a
Yeah.
TikTok live. It just it's them just letting whipped honey go into a jar, and then they
Just
cap
stop
it up, put another one in, just let it go.
That's
and people,
crazy.
hundreds of people to sit and watch that.
It's
then-
amazing, like what will
entertain us?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen like there's the one
Silly humans.
There's the one where the bricklayer, like he's laying all these bricks, and they're kind of like one's down and one's kind of up,
Oh yeah.
and then
Yep.
like he moves one, and it's
And they
like
all go?
it's like daggum dominoes. They all go down and they all come back, and he just goes, "All right, we're good.
It's
We're
cool
done."
stuff.
I saw one the other day where guys they're finishing concrete on a sidewalk. A sidewalk's got that kind of curved, curve in it. I don't know, but the guy they were like
curve?
literally holding a guy. Like
curve.
one guy had
The
one
curve.
leg and another guy had another leg, and this guy was holding this trowel that made that finished that concrete. They're
Yeah.
just pushing him. They're just pushing him.
Yeah.
Just push him around.
It's
He
so
finished
cool.
It is. So that's
Have
that's
you
my.
ever, have you ever seen the video like of the guy laying the cobblestone that's like diagonal facing?
Yes.
And he's just placing brick.
Yep.
And it's just as he's going, that's satisfying to
Yeah.
me. It's so satisfying to see that filled in
Yeah.
like that. Go ahead.
Pretty incredible laborers out there doing some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those work smarter, not harder people, those are pretty good too. Like there was one where this Japanese guy, Chinese guy, whatever, he was going through there, and he's just like, there's a thing that's coming down the conveyor, and he's got to get him off the conveyor. And he's just like, bloop, 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 and he's just got it timed where he's just popping those things, whatever it is, little widgets or whatever, just popping them off, no big deal.
Fidget spinners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I broke my fidget spinner out last week, and I was sitting there just playing, doing whatever, working, and just hit my fidget spinner. I don't know why. It's so
I
weird.
got one on my desk. It's cool.
Yeah.
Me? Want me to go? All right. My recommendation is this podcast that one of our buddies and loyal listeners, Davey Free, he put me on months ago. It's called Sasquatch Chronicles.
What?
Sasquatch Chronicles.
I'm looking it up right now.
And I think there's about 1,000 episodes. I mean, it's deep. And basically, people just call in. Well, they notify this guy first, send him an email, whatever, get in touch, tell him about what happened to him. He'll give him a call, and he just gets them on air and just lets them tell the stories about how they encountered. It's not just limited to Sasquatch. It's Bigfoot, whatever you want to call it, skunk ape,
Cryptids.
yeah. And so basically, people call in about that and tell their stories, and yeah, I mean, cryptids and the old dog man.
Lizard people. Hammy has a thing about the lizard people.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
That's an interesting conversation. We need to get him on and let him talk about that.
Well, he has already. Talk about
He
this.
didn't go full tilt.
And it's
with it.
wild, like some of the stories people tell. I mean, because I always try to be a real skeptic of
Yeah.
hey, is this person the one person that's going to call in and really tell a lie and try to fake it? But
Yeah.
the in depth, like everything that people talk about, it relates to like family stuff and like where everything was at the moment, where they came into contact with this creature or whatever, and it's really cool to hear people's stories. And I think I'm gonna call in and tell mine one day.
There's 1,008 episodes.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna tell us about it?
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead.
I mean, it could take. It doesn't take long,
Well,
but it's
go
pretty
ahead.
funny.
Go ahead.
It
Yeah.
ties in. Do it.
All right, it ties in. Okay, so this was wintertime, close to Christmas. It was probably around 2009, 2010 maybe. That thing's jiggly.
Yeah.
And so during the time, do you remember when, you could tell me what year this came out. Do you remember Modern Warfare 2?
Yes. 2000.
Was it 9?
2008, 2009.
Somewhere in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when they came out with it? It was a big deal, right? They made a really big deal about it. And they sold like this deluxe pack for the game. And it came with night vision goggles.
Yes.
That's a big box.
I remember that.
Okay. So I was like, man, I really want these night vision goggles. So I got
You got the deluxe package?
Yeah,
to
I
get
did.
Wow.
I did. I got them. And and they were incredible. I still have them. They're incredible. Everything can be pitch black. You turn these jokers on, and
Like, they're legit.
they're legit night vision goggles. You
Oh,
put them
wow.
on your head, and you can walk through a dark, no light at all, and you can see everything.
Wow.
Really?
So, yeah. So this was a snowy winter night, probably 09, somewhere in there. And I was like, man, I really want to go walk around out in the snow with my night vision on.
Well, if it's wintry, it might have been the Auburn National Championship game of 2010.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because
I-
That's
there
the
was a
last
lot of
big.
snow.
That's the last big one.
Yeah, I
that
don't really remember when it was.
Yeah.
And we haven't had a ton of snows. We could look
We
back and
haven't,
find, through the weather
Sure.
records and stuff when snows came through Alabama. But, but this was a snowy night, and I was really used to like wearing some of my old Bama workout shorts. Like I used to wear them around all the time because they were just super comfortable, and that's all I had on.
Okay, mental image, got it.
Yeah,
right.
I'm just trying to
No
get
shirt.
you prepared. Okay,
With goggles.
night vision goggles.
Erasers.
Yeah, and I threw on like some flip flops or something, and I was like, I'm going out in the snow. I'm gonna walk around with my night vision on, and so I did. I went out there, and it was really chilly. I didn't have a shirt on, just me and all my men that's walking around outside.
Nice.
And I'm like, man, God, it's so cold. I really got to pee. And so
So
this is when we used to live
hold
over
on.
next to my grandmother.
So hold on. You're in shorts
Shorts
and nothing else.
Nothing else.
except for your night vision
flip-flops
goggles.
and night vision goggles
And you're just
in the
gonna-
snow.
You're just gonna take a whiz.
Yeah. So there were cars going down the road during this time, like, sporadically where I lived. And so I was like, well, if I'm going to pee, I got to get over here next to the fence where there's trees so I can, not be seen
It's dark.
urinating.
Come on now.
Well, there was probably a half moonlit night,
Okay.
not a full bright full moon type of night, but it was enough. And so like I walk over to the fence, okay, still night visioning. I don't even know what that says, but I'm still night visioning, and I'm like, man, I really got to pee. So I go over to the fence next to the woods, or next to this line. There's a line of trees going down next to the fence where I used to live, and a pasture on the other side. So literally a single row of trees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I walk over, get behind a tree, kind of next to the tree to kind of block me from this side over here of the road
Sure.
to my left. And so I proceed to start doing my business. All right. And it's about to get not funny.
10-100.
All right. I literally look up and to my right, 2 feet. And there is this thing standing in front of me. All right. Now, for anybody who doesn't know who I am, like I'm 6'7",
Yeah.
pushing 6'8", but I'm right under it. Okay. Tall guy. And this thing was standing probably like middle of my head. Like I was looking at its forehead with my eyes. Okay. And it was the craziest thing that I've ever seen in my life. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, he's bluffing, he's telling a lie. No, this is the only time I've ever encountered anything like this. But it was some kind of creature. It didn't have any hair on it. Okay. And I could tell all this stuff. We lock weird looking eyes to night vision goggle. Okay. And all of a sudden, after about a 3-second pause, and I'm just staring at it, it just takes off to my right down the fence line, and it's gone within a matter of seconds. I'm talking about, when I say gone, I've never seen anything run that fast in my life. Like out of there, bounding.
So are you still peeing at this point?
Absolutely.
Like junk in
full
hand.
flow.
Like junk in hand, full flow, and you make eye contact with this hairless creature.
It's a
Yes.
cryptid, right?
Cryptid.
Wow.
I looked up.
Well, you know what happened.
He was intimidated.
He was intimidated. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. But look, seriously. So like I freeze, right? And I freeze, and I immediately turn around. After it's gone, I turn around, go straight back in the house. I don't say a word to my wife. I go in the kitchen. I get a pen and a piece of paper.
You draw it?
And I start drawing it because, like, at this moment, I'm like, I don't want to forget anything about what I just went through. I locked the door behind me, of course. I was freaking out a little bit internally, but I didn't show it. But I went straight in there, sped walk into the kitchen, grabbed a piece of paper and a pencil, started drawing. And I scribbled and scribbled, and I probably took me 10 minutes to draw because it was the details I made on it were phenomenal. Well, anyway, so I go up to Heather, and I'm like, babe, I don't want to freak you out, but I was outside.
Which immediately she freaks out when you say that.
100%. Yeah. And so I'm like, I was out there peeing next to the fence. I look up to my right. There's this thing standing here. And I was like, and I flip over that paper and I show it to her. And she starts flipping out. Like, she didn't believe me at first. I was like, listen, this is not a joke, okay? This just happened. No, this just happened. And, yeah, it was crazy. It wasn't like, it wasn't, you know, people have like tales of Bigfoot and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not a Bigfoot. But it was like, it was almost, I mean, throughout the years, I've kind of wondered like what it was.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if it was like some type of demon thing or something. I have no idea. But it had like some big eyes, like very like chiseled and like narrow face, and it had these ears that went straight up. Okay. And it had long arms that if it would have let them hang straight, would have probably went down to past its knees. Long arms, skinny, hairless, really slender body, and its knees like bent backwards. You know, kind of like a dog or something.
Yeah.
You know. Well, and I'm because I just look like I'm looking at it, and it's staring right back at me, just frozen. We're both.
Did it make any sounds?
No.
It made no sound.
Even when it started
Did it have
running
a mouth?
off.
Did it have a mouth?
Yeah, but it was just kind of weird. You know, it had a mouth, and it didn't have like a pointy snout or anything, but it was like its head was kind of. It was just. I told. I was actually talking to Davey about it today. I was like, dude, I really got to draw you that picture, and he's like, please do. And because I was talking to him about calling into the Sasquatch Chronicles and telling my story, you know. So, but anyway, yeah, it was wild. I've never had any other encounter with any other type of weird
That's
thing.
crazy.
You know, because some people will come encounter with like spirits, ghosts, things
Yeah.
like that.
That sounds like an alien,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
like an extraterrestrial being. Don't know if anybody
But
out there.
it had
believes
like this. You know, you'll see like things where people talk about extraterrestrials and stuff, and like they don't really have like a menacing face on them. You know,
Yeah.
it's more of like a like kind of
like just weird looking.
weird looking. You know, this was more like a menacing look.
Oh, it had
it had
some
like a
evil to it.
menacing look. Had a menacing look to it.
But obviously, it wasn't. It was worried about you. Otherwise, it wouldn't have run
Oh,
away.
it took off. It took off. Because I guess it wasn't expecting to come across something that was a lot bigger than it.
Yeah.
You know, and like if it would have pounced over the fence, we would have tussled. Don't know how long I would have lasted, but I would have gave it everything I had in my night vision.
And your Bama training shorts.
But I've thought about it over the years. You know, like people that go and like do like ghost hunting videos.
Yeah.
And like try to find spirits. Like they'll use night vision, infrared, and like sometimes they'll catch stuff, but you can't see it with your naked eye. So I'm
Right.
wondering, like maybe. Just
it's
maybe if it was something that only because I was wearing the night vision is why I saw it, and it wasn't expecting me to see it. But since I had the infrared on, like,
And it recognized that you recognized it.
oh yeah,
Freaked out. It freaked out.
yeah, because it startled me. You know, I mean, come on, I'm in a very vulnerable position. I'm very vulnerable.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, I'm sitting there doing my business, and I
You're in
look
the-
over, and
yeah.
I'm just like, you know, I'm startled, you know, and I just
you're in
freeze.
the
I'm
you're in
looking
the
at
middle of your intimidation ritual, and it's like, oh, I'm intimidated,
Yeah,
and then it just runs away. You won the
Absolutely.
ritual.
hey,
Please put the whatever this episode is called.
Yeah.
Please put the alternate names, also AKA this name, this name, this name.
Okay. Well,
you've written down like 5.
Yeah,
different things
and they're
like that.
really good.
do you want me to go ahead before I get to my recommendation? Go ahead and list them.
No, I don't. We've already spoiled a couple
Well,
of them.
he might not. He might.
I want
might
people to
not
go
listen.
and find them.
I kind of want to hear it.
Okay.
Okay. Syrup secured. On top or inside? Bigfoot and breakfast. Night vision, shorts, and pee. Cryptid intimidation. Those are those
good.
5. I think my favorite
I know which one your favorite is.
I'm not gonna say which one my favorite is, but yeah. I've got another one I could write down. I just thought about.
But have y'all ever had any stories? Anything you came across?
I'll say
Any weird
this.
stuff happen?
The weirdest thing that's ever happened to me happened in this building. I was working over on that desk over there, actually. Working on a
The one across
project. That
wall right
countertop right there.
Okay.
And it was about 1:30 in the morning.
Friday
This
night?
was 11 years ago. And it's myself and the guy that was helping me with the project. It was for graduation. And so we had to get it done. The next day was graduation. And
High school graduation?
yeah.
Okay.
And so it had to be done. And it was the PowerPoint. And somebody else had screwed up the PowerPoint, so we had to come in and fix it anyway. So we're sitting here, and it's 1:30 in the morning. We're basically done at this point. We're almost done. And we're sitting there, and nobody's talking because he's working on what he's doing, and I'm working on what I'm doing. So it's just a bunch of clicks on computers, right? And then out of nowhere, we hear what is very clearly a door slam. But I don't mean close. I mean the door, like somebody took a freestanding
Down the hall.
door down this hallway down at the end of it. And it sounded like they slammed it as hard as they possibly could.
So it wasn't just it wasn't David Murphree just having a panic attack in the middle of the night.
So we immediately stand up, look both ways down the hallway. Don't see anything. Don't see, no lights are on. Don't see anything. He runs to the back. I run to the front. No cars in the front parking lot. No
And this
cars
is
in the
immediately
side,
after it happens.
Immediately after. No cars in the side parking lot. No cars behind the school right here. I mean, it's 1:30 in the morning. Who's going to be here?
Yeah, true.
So, freaked us out, right? We both come back in here, get our crap, leave everything, walk out that door over there, out of the studio, are walking down the hallway. We both parked out front, are walking down the hallway. As we pass this hallway right here, we look down and see who's at that time the classroom next to Coach Murphree.
Yeah.
Who at the time was Miss Barnwell.
Mm-hmm.
Her door was open. Like, you know how you can look down the hallway and see
Part of a door.
sliver of a door. It was open. She didn't leave her classroom door open. Never. When she was not here. All of them should be closed. My friend saw it and said, "Look at that." I looked at it and I said, "We're getting the heck out of it. Let's go."
So you didn't go investigate?
No, I'm not going down there and looking into a dark classroom after I just heard a door slam and then there's an open door that shouldn't be open. No, absolutely not. But that's the only type of unexplained type of experience I've ever had. And you hang around here long enough, and you will eventually come to the conclusion that this place, there's something going on.
Spread the word, everybody. Asheville High School is haunted.
Asheville High School is haunted. But my recommendation. I gotta get this title exactly right. "Poppin' My Collar" by 3-6 Mafia featuring Project Pat. That's my recommendation.
It's only your recommendation because it's been stuck in your head for 2 days.
I can't get it out, dude. I came to work yesterday. Came out in 2005 by 3-6 Mafia, and it's it's a classic hip hop.
Play it for
classic. You want a little bit?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I can't play too much.
Popping my collar.
Popping my collar. I've been working these.
Edited.
Yep.
Radio edit.
So yeah, that's my recommendation. "Poppin' My Collar" by 3-6 Mafia featuring Project Pat. So that's all I got.
I was gonna tell my kind of awesome story from today. If you want to put it on the back side of the episode, we can get out of here and do
Just
that
go
later.
tell it.
Okay. So, this afternoon I changed my oil and took the truck for a test drive. Going down to my mom's, and I get down.
this story.
Yeah, and I get down to my mom's, and like when you're going down the road, the road kind of falls off. It's like a big ditch, and then there's pasture and everything over to the right. We get over to like her neighbor's driveway, and I look, and there's something like huge down in the road, and all of a sudden spreads its wings and
Was
takes
Mark
off.
wearing shorts?
It's a freaking eagle. It's an eagle. It flew over the truck. It's like, holy crap, man! There goes a bald eagle. And I see it. It flows around, whatever. We pull in our driveway, and it comes back and it lands where it was. I guess it found a. I tried to go away from it.
I know. Keep going.
I don't know if it had like found a rabbit, was picking on a rabbit, whatever. Well, there's a minivan behind me and a rollback behind it. Well, I pull into the driveway, and the minivan goes down and the rollback goes down. Well, then a couple of seconds later, the minivan starts coming back, and like there's basically a stoppage of traffic right in front of my mom's house. So it comes in and kind of pulls into the driveway, whatever. Well, the eagle takes off. So we're all sitting there, and they go down and turn around and come back into the driveway. The rollback comes back through. He says, "Hey, man, did you see that eagle?" I was like, "Yeah, I saw it." He's like, "You know where it's at?" I said, "I think it's over there in the pasture somewhere." Whatever. Well, he goes down. He stops in the middle of the road, stopping traffic again, and he's like looking at this eagle. Well, it's a good 3 or 4 minutes, and then all of a sudden the eagle takes off flying. Well, as it flies by, I see another one leave the tree. And so there's this huge, 7-foot wingspan bald eagle flying around, and then there goes what are the just a brown eagle? If it's not bald, what
Golden
is it?
eagle.
Golden eagle. Okay, so so like there's this brown eagle takes off out of a tree. I didn't see it, and all of a sudden it goes and it's like going down through the pasture and it's kind of flying away. And oh man, that's pretty cool. Like I've never seen a bald eagle in these parts, whatever. All of a sudden I start looking, and there's like a bunch of crows and everything. They're just calling like no
Freaking
tomorrow.
out.
Yeah, they're
Sasquatch.
freaking out. And so the guy with the rollback comes back. He pulls on the side of the road, gets out of the truck. We can start talking. I don't know who these people are. They're just standing in our driveway, or my mom's driveway. Anyway, like next thing we know, the eagle starts coming back. Well, then over here from this side, another eagle comes, and then like from behind us, another eagle. So there's 3 bald eagles just hovering around. It was
Sasquatch.
it was very
It's
very
the lake.
awesome though.
They love the lake.
Well,
They do. They
love water.
Out on
Yeah.
the river.
That's their natural
You'll see them
habitat.
all the time out on the river.
Yeah.
Because-
Well, I've never seen them in the almost 40 years. I've never seen them in that specific
Yeah.
spot, but
Yeah.
it was really like it's something majestic about it too. Just seeing them, they were hollering at each other. I think they were kind of fighting a little bit too in the air. It was pretty cool.
I'm glad you
but-
said that. It reminded me of a video I saw the other day of a bunch of illegals crossing the border area, like with a they're going like up a mountain or something, and all of a sudden this bald eagle somebody's filming it and just dives out of the middle of the high sky and just flying straight down, and it just pounces on. It's just the wings are huge.
Yeah.
They're like take up 2 people, like lengthwise, and they just pounce on this one person, And it's unreal.
Get out of here!
Yeah, that was a great video.
Oh my god.
I mean, I felt bad for whoever got attacked by the bald eagle.
Yeah, that's terrible because those claws,
Those
man,
talons,
they're like,
yeah.
I mean, one talon, not including
This-
the
this-
foot,
this is
like
length of your
it-
finger.
yeah, it's
Absolutely.
it's straight
Easy.
up just nail, like as long
Like
as
the
my
my
middle
finger.
finger,
Yeah.
like it's just and they're sharp too.
Sharp.
Dude,
And their beaks are sharp too.
Yeah, they are.
They're dangerous.
Dude, the eagles are just cool.
They must
Like,
have
they
been
really are.
hungry to attack an illegal across the Either that or you wanted some drugs. I mean, I don't know.
They like the Mexican flavor.
Don't forget, you can.
like
Don't
Taco
forget,
Bell.
you can talk. Go home. We got it. We got it. That. I mean, I messed up. But y'all messed up. Oh, I need that back. That's got all the episode titles.
What a great way to go out season 8, right? Just laughing our faces off. Good times.
Popping my collar.
Tastes like Taco Bell.